everyone. I am so happy. Next week is school. This Mimi is so happy. Now, don't get me wrong, I love hanging out with the grandbabies, but I love when they are in school. Got one in elementary, two in middle, and one in high school. So that's awesome. And I've got to find some things to do with my time. I have been reading. I will probably try to do some extra reading, hitting the gym. I've already lost 15 pounds. I want to try to lose, at least 20 more, 30 more. And I don't know. I just think I'm going to just get some things accomplished. And I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And a lot of times things are in our head. When we don't do what we're supposed to do, that's all head stuff. Because honestly, we can do anything. Sometimes we just don't focus enough or we don't concentrate. So sometimes we'll try something, and if it doesn't work, we just say it doesn't work. And I remember when I was in ninth grade and I took a sewing class, and by the time I finished sewing my outfit, it was unrecognizable. Nobody, including me, knew what that was supposed to be. It was a shirt, but it was a mess. So that summer, I had my mother buy a pattern, and we already had a sewing machine. So I sat down and I read the pattern, and I read it again, and I looked at the pictures, and then I took my time and I made, I believe, a shirt. And then I just started sewing out from then on. And then when I moved, at the end of my 10th grade year, I took home ec 2 at my new school, and sewing was part of that. And I made a really nice outfit. And then I took home ec 3, and 2 we didn't have to do outfits. Number 3 we did. And I made some really nice stuff. And I made a pantsuit that was really nice. And I made my mom some dresses and everything. I said, but I had a hard time in the ninth grade with that class. I didn't, I could have just let that go and said, I just can't sew. And I can, but I don't now. But I can go back into doing things. And I found out if I took my time and I really looked, or I read or reread things, I actually can do a lot of stuff. And I felt the same way about math. I hate math. I still do. But when I concentrate and I take my time, I learn math. So just remember that there's nothing on this earth that you really cannot do. Because everything you do or that is done can actually be shown to you. Really, people, we go to school to learn these things. But if we did things like the people of the old days and become apprentices, and we follow somebody around who knew how to do it and they showed us how to do stuff, all of us could do anything. Maybe school ruined everything. But I think we need more hands-on, because hands-on doesn't have. Excuse me for being a little. I get tongue-tied, but I feel like when you do hands-on, you don't so much need people to explain why something needs to be done the way it's done. You kind of get it while doing it, and so that's the pathetic piece of our school system. We don't do a lot of hands-on. I mean, why are we making the kids take geometry when we can teach them shop? And shop is geometry. And you can explain geometry through shop. And that produces creativities. And doing shop is a lifetime activity. It's something that you'll always need in your life. Why can't we do stuff like that and teach science through food or through, I don't know. There's so many ways you can teach science. But when you're talking about mixing chemicals, there's so many ways to teach science other than just sitting there being lectured by some teacher and having lab every so often. I think we need to do better as a school system. Our children are capable of learning by watching. Okay, let's get off the school stuff. It is about school. So glad the kids are returning to school. I hope you're getting those kids out of the seats, teachers, get them moving around, getting to be active participants into their learning. I don't know how to go about this type of school reform, because there ain't nobody listening. It's all about the test. You're placing kids based on the test and not saying, hey, we'll let you try and see how it goes. I'm just shaking my head right now because I don't want to be up at that school at all, other than for parent night, back to school night, report card night, any type of performances, sports. That's all I need to be up there for. And if you want me to come up there and volunteer for something, that too. I don't want it up there to be upset because you say my child or my grandchild can't be in a class because they didn't do well on a state exam, but yet they got an A in the class. Please don't make me do that. Please. Because I want to like y'all this year. And I want to be a great supporter of education. And I am very active in mine. My kids, my grandkids, their activity, their education is just as important as their parents were to me. Yeah, and parents, be involved. They may be the expert, but you also the expert on your child. Y'all have a good day. Bye.